What's up, people? What's going on? What up, everybody? Thanks for joining. How's everybody afternoon? Hope it ain't too hot for you guys. It is hot as hell here. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be as hot as the desert, though. How's everybody evening? And yes. Um, Basically anything and everything, man. GenX Unchained, we're a podcast. I go live sometimes. We're on YouTube every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. We talk about everything, anything and everything. We usually like to invite people on, invite guests on. Trump all day. Fuck Biden. He can't even walk or ride a bike. But yeah, I just, we talk about anything and everything, man. Video games, to music, to conspiracies, to everything. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Uh, yeah, like I said, every Monday night, man, sometimes we have open mic night and we can invite guests, and we will invite and include you all into the show. So we don't hesitate on that. So Trump can't speak a complete sentence. Yeah, right, bro. Get out of here. You a funny guy. Sound like a true Democrat. Not sure you could do what. You mean join my podcast on your phone? Sure, you can. All I got to do is send you a link in your email or during the chat, and you just got to click on it and follow the instructions. Who, me, a fat dork? Yeah, sure. I'll take that. I don't care. You won't come to Chicago and say that. The two-party system doesn't work. So a dictatorship does. That works. Good evening. What up, retired? We have a two-party system. Actually, if you think about it, with the independents, it's a three-party system. Yes, sir. No, we're not headed to it. If you think Trump is a king or a dictator, you're out your damn mind. He completely said there's only one king in America, and that's Jesus. Are you in Lafayette? Awesome. What's up, retired rider? How you doing, buddy? And what country you live in, bro, to sit there and say that's where we're headed. I'm hanging in there, man. I'm trying my damnedest, dude. Hello. Thanks for joining. But yeah, we have a three-party system if you include the independents. Even though they're not a big party, they still count. So two-party system, that's a farce. So yeah, I'm just sitting here at work for another half hour, 45 minutes. I might not be back online until tomorrow for another live. I kind of started this one kind of late. I'm pretty close to closing up my shop, and then I'm going to go home and relax. For Israel attack, bro, really, dude? You make no sense. Trump hater for Israel attack. What, Israel attack who? Iran? Because if I believe my memory correct is right, didn't Iran attack first? Same with the whole Gaza thing. All right, yeah, you have a good one, man. I work at a vape shop, man. We sell vape products and THC and bongs and bowls and everything a grown American needs for medical wise. All right, thanks, Chad. Be safe. Hey, retired rider, you still in here, man? I know that's right. I don't either, brother. I don't either, man. And their opinions and to each their own. But yeah, I rather support the president uh, than burn the American flag and show disrespect to every vet and every person who ever served in the military and show disrespect to this country. So uh, what time's you guys is live tomorrow? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I just couldn't remember what time. I'll be here at work, so I'll try to catch the show. I'm love to hear that, especially hear what Ray had to say. And Moken wanted me to tell you. He said thanks, man. Thanks for the prayers. So wanted to make sure I told you that too before I forgot. But yeah, it's been a stressful day, man. I mean, it's been rough, dude. It's but every day is stressful for me, man. Yesterday was stressful. I just was able to put it in check for the show and relax. I didn't even go to bed till like 2:30, quarter to 3 this morning. I got a lot on my mind, bro, and very little ways of solving the problems, so there's where I'm at. I'll let them know. I'm trying. I am trying. All I got is hope. So I'm definitely trying. It's been hot out. Crazy hot. Yeah, hope is everything, man. That's really what I got to lay my head on. But every day's a new day, and just keep pushing forward, and hopefully something will come out of it. Yeah, but see, you getting on a bike and it being hot outside, I know it's still hot air blowing on you, bro, but it's at that point in time, it's, kind of keeping you cool at the same time. Well, not your legs so much with the heat from the motor, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm hoping the gas prices will come down because we had them down. They were down here. Now, I forgot to tell you this last night, uh, John. Um, they're putting a travel tax on our roads because so many people got electric cars now and they're not getting that much money in gas tax. And they increased our gas tax uh, 3.5 cents a gallon. And if you get anything delivered to your house, Amazon, pizza, food, groceries, no matter what it is, anything that gets delivered to your house is $1.50 delivery tax on it going to the state of Illinois to pay for illegals to have Medicare. Is that crazy or what? To cover Medicare for illegals. So yeah, so you're going to get charged to travel up and down the roadways. Your taxes pay for already. You'll get travel to tax to travel tax. No, that it is insane, but that's what it is. It's something like, what is it? Oh God, I can't remember. I read it last night, man, but yeah, it'll be a travel tax, a gas tax hike, a cigarette tax hike, uh, the $1.50 per freaking delivery tax. It's all this tax is going to cover Medicare and housing for illegals in Chicago because Donald Trump kicked them all off of the Medicare system because they're illegal. They ain't earned that. Bro, I swear to God, I am trying my hardest. I need to get to Oklahoma. Uh, it's where my daughter and my grandchildren are. I need to get there. But with everything going on with my wife, man, like I told you last night, dude, I had to close both my checking accounts and my savings account. I'm living paycheck to paycheck and I'm barely getting by. I'm lucky to have gas. I got to quit smoking cigarettes tonight. This is my last pack because I don't have no money. So I'm being like forced out. That's how I feel. I'm being forced to quit something that I'm really should be quitting, but I feel like I'm not ready, with all stress and everything else with my wife's disability going on. It's just I put my last $20 in the gas tank today. That's how bad it is. I chose gas over cigarettes, because I have to get to work so I can pay my rent. Okay, so her hips. Okay, when she was 6 years old, she was in a car accident with her mother behind the wheel. She lost her mother in that accident. She was paralyzed from the waist, or her left side of her body was paralyzed, and her hips and legs were broken from the car accident. She's had pins put in to hold her legs in place while they healed after they reset their legs, but they didn't reset her hips because for some dumb reason. So her hips right now are tilted forward and twisted to the left. Her spine comes down and does a little curve motion. She has two bulging discs in her neck, one or two bulging discs in her lower back where it's seeping, not spinal fluid, but what that cartilage fluid that's in between the spine cushions. They're leaking fluid out. Uh, Fibromyalgia, something muscular skeletal pain. Um, she had a trachea. She has her spleen repaired because it was ruptured in the car accident. She's all fucked up, bro. Her left side of her body is smaller than her right. Like I could take my hand and do this with her wrist on the left side. Swear to God, shit you not. And she's 107 pounds soaking wet. She has no strength. It does help me, but like I said, dude, uh, I don't have a choice, man. I don't even. It's crazy to hear this for me because I've been an avid pot smoker since really ever since I was diagnosed with cancer when I was 20, and now in remission for 28 years. Oh, uh, I can't even afford to buy that because I don't have the money. So if a friend of mine comes over, smokes a joint or whatever with me, that's when I smoke. I can't afford it. I can't. I've been quitting everything. Thank you. But yeah, so she had her occupational therapist appointment this past Saturday, which is ordered by Disability Social Security. That was ordered by them. The doctor that's supposed to have her do certain things to see if she's disabled or not, he made her do one thing and then told her that she is too weak told my wife she's too weak to even complete any of the other tests. And that's what he is writing down on the paper and telling them that my wife's disabled. But here's the thing. We all know we all know out there that disability social security is one of the hardest things to fight, especially when you pay in for all those years. My wife's been working, she was 14. Last September she became disabled, couldn't do it anymore. She walks with two knee braces, two wrist braces, a back brace, and a cane at the age of 48. She'll be 49 on 9/11. And she's already put in her time. She's met the requirements with Social Security disability, but they're still denying her of her money that she's paid in. So that's why we have an attorney. And we all know fighting them is going to take a long time. We're only a year in. It could take another 2 years before we even get a judgment. So we're So we got, like I said, we got an attorney to fight disability Social Security because they are really fighting against this. They think my wife could go sit in a chair at Walmart and greet people. No, she can't. She can't even sit up out on the couch longer than 10 minutes without having to go lay down because she's in so much pain. Yeah, I'm hoping that she does get approved, but it's a time thing now. It's just she's got one appointment tomorrow, two on Thursday, and that's it, you know. And that should be all her appointments for Social Security disability. The last ones that she needs, which is the MRIs, the few X-rays, and all this other shit that she has to hop through, which she don't mind. That's why I only work part-time, John. That's why I only work part-time, because I had to be at home with her because there's nerves in her spine that even if she walks wrong, could it cuts off the feeling to her from the waist down, and she'll hit the floor and collapse. She won't have no use of her legs or anything, bro. And I have to pick her up off the floor. That's one reason why I only work a part-time job and do DoorDash. The reason why I do DoorDash, because I could instantly stop DoorDashing and get right to her if I need to. With a job, I can't do that. I'll get fired if I have to leave the job a lot because of my wife, and that's happened before. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you. Thanks, Chad. I'm gonna be back on later. Probably not tonight. More likely tomorrow. And y'all could ask any other questions about my wife or what's going on. Then don't forget to check out our podcast every Monday night, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Peace.